Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. We have a fun night of projects. Yes, 2 projects for you tonight. I had a little bit of fun, so I figured let's do 2. So the first one we're going to do is a really pretty kind of rose, kind of like a reverse topiary, and we're going to be able to hang this on our door, and we're going to use all those little beads that I tell you to get at Hobby Lobby and different places when you can find them. Even Dollar Tree has them. The second one we're going to do is inspired by Nick's seasonal decor. I will share more about that when I'm making it, but let's get started and make some beautiful projects for your home. Okay, so let's get started with some twine. And I'm taking 2 double lengths here. You need 3, but I just did 2. And I will show you what I mean here. And you're going to want to make a loop at the top. So we just need a loop, make a little knot. And then what you need to do is, you could use 4, but I'm just going to need 3. So I took off one of these strands and I just cut off at the top here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start with your longest set first. So you want them 3 different sizes. I learned that tape is really important here. Put a little bit of tape around the bottom of your twine, and it will make a big difference in getting these beads on your twine. So these beads, I believe the ones that I'm using here came from Hobby Lobby. I get them when they're in the garland section in the fall time and Christmas and all that. But I get it to the length that I want. There's no right or wrong answer here. And I make 1 knot and then I make another knot so that we can put this on our styrofoam balls. Now these balls came, I believe I got these from Dollar Tree. I might be wrong, but they came in packs of 2. And then I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue, a floral pen, and we're going to do this twice. We're going to put another floral pen down here. And then this way it's going to secure our beaded rope to the ball. It's pretty simple. This is a really easy project. This is a great project if you have a lot of flowers that you want to do something with and you're like, okay, I don't know what else to do. As you can see, I did the other 2 links. I got 2 different links there, and each of these balls go from bigger to smaller. Okay, you could do them all the same size. It's really up to you. But I got these roses at Michael's a few months ago, and so I just cut them down with about 1 inch or so, stuck them in the glue pot, and went around the sphere with the roses. Now, again, you don't have to use roses. You could use whatever flowers you have on hand. It did take a lot. By the time I got all this done, I had to make another trip to Michael's and get a couple more. So we did all 3 balls, same way. And we're just going to do 2 lengths of this really pretty ribbon. I use this in the other project too. And I'm just going to tie a very simple bow at the top here, kind of like, tying your shoelaces. That's all I did. Nothing really too hard here. But I just thought this was a fun little project. And again, a great project to do if you have a lot of flowers that you want to use. Now, I used about 8 of these rose bushes from Michael's. That is a lot. But again, I had no other project for them. And I thought, why not make this? And this was kind of inspired by a trip to Home Goods. And they had done this with hydrangeas. But I kind of like my version just a little bit better. What do you think? You do with these, you can hang them on your door. I see a lot of different doors with something like this, or hang it from your ceiling with a plant hook. It's perfect, beautiful home decor, and a great way to use those extra flowers and beads. The next project is inspired by Nick's seasonal decor. I saw a reel he did, but I put a little bit of a spin on mine. So we're getting 3 of these little wreaths from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to grab some wire. You could even use some zip ties. You don't have to use wire. It's really kind of up to you. And you see that there's a point where it is both connected. So I just put them together and took my wire and just wrapped it around it to secure this will be the bottom portion, and then we'll have a top portion here in a moment. But you're going to want to just separate them a little bit and just make sure that you have a spot that you can secure them evenly on both sides. Again, I use my wire, but you can use any type of projects you want. Now, Nick does sell craft supplies, guys, so you better go check him out. I will leave his link down in the description box as well as his YouTube video. But here I am undoing one of the wreaths and taking out two of the beads. Then I'm going to put it back on underneath here, and then we're going to hook our wreaths back together. So taking those two beads out kind of helped because we're using 3 of these wreaths instead of 2. And I just thought, oh, the more the better, you know, just add a little bit more. Why not? And you can see I'm having a little hard time there with the parchment paper. I put parchment paper on my surface to keep the glue from getting all over my table, let's be honest. So you're going to do the same thing you did before. You're going to connect it. It's going to be a little tricky, but listen, taking those 2 beads out will really help the process here. So just be patient and work with it. And then you're going to secure it on the top as well. I probably needed a little bit longer wire, and I think I did replace the wire. But now we have our 3 wreaths put together, and I'm struggling with that parchment paper. It just wasn't my friend. So you could make it kind of a ball, but I wanted to make it more oval-like. So I'm just going to take one of these little styrofoam balls that I got at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to secure it down. I'm going to glue it to the base, and then I'm going to take an extra precaution. I'm going to take these little floral pens, and I'm going to go from the bottom of the base, and it's just going to give us a little bit more security to keep that ball where it needs to stay. And we did a third. Yeah, we did a third one. So the next step is going to be pretty simple. Last week, I showed you guys how to make a May 1st basket, and I had some of this green moss left over. So this is what we're going to cover, kind of like the bottom half of our little styrofoam. Have fun. You can get this at Dollar Tree as well, guys. So this is a great Dollar Tree project. Now, I didn't use Dollar Tree florals because I wanted to use what I had on hand. But check out Nick's seasonal decor. He has great florals over there. And you could always, you know, use what you have. That's what I did. So we're just going to put a little bit of this moss to kind of give our bottom a little bit of more security. Now, this is a fern bunch that I get from Hobby Lobby. And I just took them apart, and I had to take some of the leaves off the base to get them in. All we did was secure them with hot glue into the base. You're just going to put a few in. Then I'm going to cut each of my bushes, and I am going a little bit faster in this video because, guys, this video would be 30 minutes long. So I cut out of this bush what I want, which was the blue, really kind of like, is that a peony? I don't even know, a ranunculus or something. And I just go around it. I know you can't see it too well, but I go around. Now, if you wanted to, you could fill in the white spots on the top of the foam with more of that moss. It's really kind of up to you. I didn't feel like I needed it, so I just figured I would try it without it. But I put in my blue flowers and then the greenery that I cut off of that same bush. We want to use it all, right? We don't want to let any go to waste. But this was really fun and just a very simple project that anybody can do. Now, I would hang this either outside, or if you have a room that you have like one of those plant hooks from the ceiling, this would be perfect for that as well. Now, I believe this is goldenrod. I got this at Michael's too, but what I liked about this is how I'm pushing it up. And I did use this whole bunch of goldenrod, and I just kind of filled it in where it needed to go. It was so pretty. I really am drawn to the blue and the yellow together. So I just really enjoyed that. Now, if you want to get any of my supplies, you can go check it out over on Amazon. I have my Amazon storefront listed below, but guys, did you know I have a Walmart storefront now? Yes. So we have things that you can buy over there. So make sure to check it out. It's all listed in the description box below. We're almost done with the florals. I felt like it needed a pop of white. So what did I do? I went shopping in my floral section at Julie's Wreath Boutique craft store in the studio here. But just add what you feel like it needs. I had a little bit of trouble with this one. I ended up cutting it back out and then shortening it up a little bit, guys. I even burnt my finger underneath my fingernail. How in the world? So please be careful if you use one of these glue pots. It's very important. Now, if you want to win any of these projects, I will be giving away at least 2 wreaths this month in the month of May. you're going to want to get on my email list. So go to the description box, get on my email list. You will be notified when we have a new video, when we're giving away stuff, but it's only through my email. So you're just going to cut, again, this is the same ribbon we used on our last project. I cut 2 pieces of the same length of this ribbon, and I'll see what I can do if I can find it. And I cut 2 of them because I wanted it to have like these dangling ribbon pieces down. I just thought it was so pretty. I really like this ribbon because it does have wire in it, but it's just going to be really pretty. So stay tuned for the finished project because we're not there yet. But guys, if you do watch this whole video, would you leave me a rose emoji in the comments? This just helps me, encourages me in doing what I do because I know you watch the whole video and it just means a lot. So we're just going to leave these pieces of ribbon as they are, and then I'm going to grab some twine. And now we're going to have a beaded kind of like, these are the beads. Actually, these beads came from Dollar Tree as well. And I like to have these little jars, and I just love the easiness of it. So I'm taking a double piece of the twine, whatever height that you want it. It depends on your decor or the room you're hanging it in or outside, whatever you want to do. So I cut a double length and I bend it over, I guess, and then we're going to just go underneath right where we connected, and we're going to put some beads on this. Now, we're going to make a knot first. I know, I'm watching this with you as I'm telling you how to do it. But we're going to make a knot, and then I quickly figure out, oh yeah, I forgot the tape. I need to put the tape at the end of these because the tape makes all the difference when getting it all in the right spot. The first one went on really just fine, but the second one didn't want to do it. So I got out the tape. You're going to see that in a moment. And we're going to put that on to just make it easier to put our beads on. But I hope you love crafting with me. If you love crafting with me, you're going to love Julie's Wreath Boutique, the official group. It is a free Facebook group. Make sure to join. It is always linked in my description box. It was formerly known as Wreath Creators and More. So if you're in the group and you're like, what happened to Wreath Creators and More? Well, it's now Julie's Wreath Boutique. So join the group and post your creations. We want to see what you make, and we can have a great community there. So again, I'm taking my time on this tape here. I don't know what's going on, but oh, it's going faster now. There you go. So you're going to put as many of these beads on as you want. It's just pretty much that simple. I want you guys to have the freedom to do the projects that you want to do and be confident and just try something new. This is something new for me. I've never made like a hanging arrangement like this. I get to the point where I have enough beads, and we're going to tie a knot there, and then I'm going to tie another knot at the top, and then we'll cut off the part where the tape was on. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Then you're just going to take the rest of that ribbon, the 2 sides of ribbon, and make a really cute little bow like you're just tying your shoes. This one was so much fun, and thank you, Nick, for the inspiration. Okay, guys, this is what it looks like. Unfortunately, it's raining today, and unfortunately, because the ground is wet, I dropped her, got a little bit of dirt on her, but you can see how beautiful she turned out. You could use this outside, inside, from a plant hook, but I think she's beautiful. And can you hear all those beautiful birds in my backyard? I love it back here. It's my happy place. Again, thank you for watching this tutorial. And if you'll do me a great big favor, leave me a rose, if you have it, in your phone or on your computer, or just spell out the word rose in the comments below to let me know you watched the whole video. But listen, every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be here. See you then.